Go back a little bit in the history and help you with this. Greek mythology said that the great god Zeus gave birth to a son. And the god Zeus gave birth to the son in a very, very strange and bizarre way. According to Greek mythology, the child god was snatched from its mother, whose name was Semele. The child god was in the womb of this goddess named Semele, and the child god was somehow snatched out of Semele's womb when she was just about to be incinerated by the burning glory of Zeus. So, Semele, being an inferior goddess, comes under the blazing glory of Zeus. She's about to be incinerated. She has a baby in her womb. The baby is taken out of her womb. The child then, here's the bizarre part, is sewn into the thigh of Zeus until time to be born. The infant god in the thigh of Zeus is to be the world ruler. However, this infant god, when born, was kidnapped by the envious Titans, sons of earth, who took this infant god and tore the child limb from limb, cooked him, and ate him. His heart, however, was rescued by Zeus. And Zeus swallowed his heart and became reborn as Dionysius. Is that weird? That's it. So all of a sudden the child appears again, revived, resurrected as Dionysius. Zeus then blasted with lightning the earthborn Titans, from whose ashes mankind arose. Makes as much sense to me as evolution. Dionysius then, this resurrected, reassembled, thigh-born deity, spawns a religion of ecstasy, a religion of emotionalism, which saturated the Greek and Roman world. The worshipers, for example, ate the raw flesh of bulls, committed atrocities with human private parts, and even worshiped them. Scandalous, bizarre, orgiastic, sexually perverted behavior. The cult of Dionysius was recognized for cultivating madness with music, drunkenness, gluttony, and sexual activity. One famous ancient writer, Euripides, wrote of some of its horrifying rituals. Dionysius, the Greek name, became known as the god of wine because drunkenness was such an important part. And the Roman name for Dionysius is Bacchus. You remember that name? B-A-C-C-H-U-S. Bacchus is the Roman wine god. And you will see pictures of artifacts, drawings from ancient times, representations of ancient pieces of art, where the wine god Bacchus has around him nymphs and satyrs, all engaged with people in ecstatic orgies of demonic possession and sexual perversion in a state of drunkenness. A bacchanalian feast is a drunken brawl. I visited a number of years ago the city of Baalbek, east of Beirut, Lebanon. And there in Baalbek was one of the great temples of Bacchus. And it is one of the best preserved ruins in the Middle East, and it's a stunning thing to see. You can still see the main floor where there was a deep hole for the people to regurgitate so they could go back and eat even more, and where they regurgitated because of their drunken stupor. There are on the remaining pieces of stone and pillars that are there, grapevines everywhere and nymphs, musical instruments, celebrating these horrific orgies. So you see, against the background, the Greek, Roman, Mediterranean culture involved in this kind of religion, which essentially was a kind of religious false experience induced by drunkenness, liberating people from all their normal self-control and inhibition and restraint so that they behaved in a completely uncontrolled way. This was the kind of religion that many of the believers in the early church were very familiar with and saved out of. So the Apostle Paul is saying, don't get drunk with wine. That's not how you commune with God. That just produces dissipation. Be filled with the Spirit. There is no real communion with any deity by drunkenness, because there's only one true God, and communion with Him is created by the Spirit and enjoyed by those who are filled with the Spirit.